What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and we're covering this Damar Hamlin situation. Now, one beautiful thing that I've seen tonight come from this is we have images of Bills and Bengals fans out there together at UC Medical, having a gathering out front and just coming together. I know a lot of times we'll see fan bases fighting over games and getting drunk and fighting in the stands, fighting out in the lobby, and that stuff will go viral. But when I see something like this is much more gratifying for me. So I want to share this positive thing too that can come from such a tragic event, because you have certain fans that wish ill will on others. You have certain fans that are just ignorant, you know what I'm saying? But these two fan bases, they saw this happen and they came together. And I'm gonna show you some of those images right now. Check it out. Beautiful to see all those women and men coming together, you know, to send their prayers up for Damar Hamlin, praying for his speedy recovery, hoping a miracle happens inside that hospital and he makes a full recovery. Now, we also had his teammate Stefon Diggs pulls up to the hospital, and according to a reporter, they said that he was trying to get in past the cop, and I guess the cop wasn't aware fully of who Diggs was, and the reporter vouched for him and said that, you know, he was indeed Hamlin's teammate, and eventually they let him in. You know, he was very emotional, understandably, and, you know, he wanted to be by his teammate's side, and that's very commendable, man. Shout out to Stefon Diggs. I know this is a tough time for the organization, for the team, for the whole league, and for his family, most importantly. I know this is a difficult time. Now, Donovan Mitchell, he just had his career night in the NBA, dropped 71 points. Shout out to him. And at the end of his press conference, you know, he had gotten wind of what had happened with Hamlin, and he shared his thoughts. Check out what he had to say.
Thank you. Oh, I want to say, prayers up for the Bills' safety, man. I had heard about it, I didn't see it, but you know, I wish him and his family. We're praying for him. All of us in the locker room. Kevin Love actually hit me on it and make sure we all want to, from the Cavalier organization, we want to wish the best and praying for everything goes well. So
now we also have LeBron James' reaction to Damar Hamlin, you know, and LeBron, he had a big 43-point game tonight. LeBron's been playing really well of late, and, you know, this is what he had to say about the whole Damar Hamlin critical situation on the football field. Check out what he had to say.
Realize you just won a basketball game. I'm not sure if you saw what's happened in the, if you saw in the locker room what's happened with the NFL game. They have suspended the game while waiting the player's condition. I was wondering if you can comment on your thoughts on what happened. Is that the right call, obviously?
Well, obviously, I don't know, you know, what happened. I seen the play, but I don't know exactly what happened. My thoughts and super prayers goes up to the skies above for that kid's family, for him, for, you know, that brotherhood of the NFL and everybody a part of the NFL family. It's definitely the right call by either whoever made that call, Roger Goodell, or whoever had an opportunity, the authority to make that call to suspend that. The safety of players in all sports is always the most important. So, you know, it was a terrible thing to see, and I wish, you know, nothing but the best for that kid, for the city of Buffalo, for the franchise of the Bills. And like I said, for the rest of the NFL too as well, and also the Bengals that was there, and, you know, playing in that game. So I'm a huge fan of the NFL. I'm a huge fan of football, and you know, you never want to see anything like that happen, even in the type of competition that they're playing in.
And Ryan Clark, I'm going to leave you with him. As a former football player, he was very emotional when speaking on this, and he spoke nothing but facts. A lot of times we'll say, I'm willing to die for this if it's something we really want bad, or, we're going to give our 110%, no days off, all that. And Ryan Clark spoke on just how when these things actually happen, how scary it is and how serious it is, and how real it is, because sometimes we say and do things, and I ain't gonna say that people don't really mean it, but when these things happen, it makes you reevaluate a lot of things in your life and how serious certain things are. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with Ryan Clark, man. He has some profound words to say. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, but check out what he had to say.
I think the first thing, this is about Damar Hamlin. And it's about a young man at 24 years old that was living his dream, that a few hours ago was getting ready to play the biggest game of his NFL career, and there's probably nowhere else in the world he wanted to be. And now he fights for his life. And when Damar Hamlin falls to the turf, and when you see the medical staff rush to the field and both teams are on the field, you realize this isn't normal. You realize this isn't just football. And so many times in this game, and in our job as well, we use the cliches, I'm ready to die for this. I'm willing to give my life for this. It's time to go to war. And I think sometimes we use those things so much, we forget that part of living this dream is putting your life at risk. And tonight, we got to see a side of football that is extremely ugly, a side of football that no one ever wants to see or never wants to admit exists. When you see both teams on the field crying in that way, your first thought is Damar Hamlin.
Yep.
The second thought is his family. And this isn't about a football player, right? This is about a human. This is about a brother. This is about a son. This is about a friend. This is about someone who is loved by so many that you have to watch go through this. I dealt with this before, and I watched my teammates for days come to my hospital bed and just cry. I had them call me and tell me that they didn't think I was gonna make it, and now this team has to deal with that, and they have no answers. And so the next time I think that we get upset at our favorite fantasy player, or we're upset that the guy on our team doesn't make the play, and we're saying he's worthless, and we're saying you get to make all this money, we should remember that these men are putting their lives on the line to live their dream. And tonight, Damar Hamlin's dream became a nightmare for not only himself, but his family and his entire team.